Good morning, students. Now I'm going to explain the second chapter, or a typed reformation of English literature of class 8th. First two paragraphs I have explained in the previous videos. Now I'm going to explain from here. Pulling out from the wall of folding bed, Jimmy slid back a panel in the wall and dredged out a dust covered suitcase. So here the author says that when Jimmy reached into his room, he pulled out a folding bed and he slid back a panel in the wall. Panel means a flat rectangular component in the wall, and dredged out means took out a dust covered suitcase. He took out a dust covered suitcase. He opened it. He opened the suitcase and gazed fondly at the finest set of burglar's tools. And he looked fondly, eagerly at the finest set, the best set of the burglar's tool in the country. So in that suitcase he found out burglar's tools inside the suitcase. Now, in the weeks that followed the release of Valentine, there were neat jobs of safe burglary with no clue to the author. In the weeks that followed, in the previous weeks, the release of Valentine, release means parole of Valentine, there were neat jobs of safe burglary. In the previous weeks, there had been a safe burglary, matter of safe burglary, which had no clues to the author. Means there were some cases of burglary which had no clues there. The losses mounted and were now high enough to bring the matter up into Ben Price's class of work. The losses mounted, and the burglars had made a lot of losses, and now the matter of burglary went to Ben Price, a best detective. So he was given to look into the matter of burglary. That is dandy Jimmy Valentine's autograph. That is dandy Jimmy Valentine's autograph. Dandy means fancy. Jimmy Valentine's autograph. He has resumed business. He has resumed business means he has started his business of burglary again. He has got the only clamps that can do such a clean job. He has got the only clamps, tools. Clamps means tools. He has got the only tools that can do such a clean job, that could help him doing the job of burglary, or doing the work of burglary. Yes, I guess I want Mr. Valentine. Yes, I guess. I is Ben Price. Ben Price said that yes, I think this, and I want Mr. Valentine. I want Mr. Valentine anyhow. One afternoon in Elmore City, Jimmy, looking like an athlete, young senior just home from college. One afternoon in Elmore City, एक दिन Elmore City में Jimmy, looking like an athlete, young senior He was looking like a young athlete just home from college, and he was looking as if an athlete had come back to home from the college. Went down the broad footpath. He went down the broad footpath towards the Planters Hotel. Jimmy Valentine went to the Planters Hotel. A young lady crossed the street. A young lady crossed the street, passed him at the corner, and entered a door over which was a sign. A young lady crossed the street. A young lady crossed the street there and passed him. He passed him at the corner and entered a door, and she entered a door over which it was written, there was a sign, the Elmore Bank, and there was sign of Elmore Bank. Jimmy Valentine looked into her eyes. Jimmy Valentine looked into her eyes, forgot what he was, and as soon as he saw towards the lady, he forgot about himself. He forgot what he was and what was his purpose, and became another man, and he changed his name. She lowered her eyes and colored slightly. She lowered her eyes. She bent down her eyes and colored slightly, and she colored slightly. Young man of Jimmy's style and looks were scarce in Elmore City. Young men of Jimmy's style, young men of Jimmy's style and looks were scarce in Elmore City. Young man of Jimmy's style. The young men were looking as Jimmy's styles, and looks were very terrified. Looks were very terrified in Elmore City. Jimmy collared a boy that was loafing on the step of the bank and began to ask him question about the town. Jimmy collared, he hold the collar of the boy that was loafing. Loafing means wandering around. He collared a boy, he found a boy, and he hold the collar of the boy who was wandering there on the steps of the bank, and began to ask the question. He asked the question about the town. He wanted to know about the town from the boy. So he collared the boy and he asked questions, feeding him coins at intervals, and time to time he also gave him some coins to give the answer of the questions. By and by, slowly, the young lady came out and went her way. And after some time, the young lady came out and went to her way. "Isn't that young lady Polly Simpson?" asked Jimmy. Jimmy asked, "Is that Polly Simpson?" "No," said the boy. The boy said, "No, she is Annabel Adams. She is not Polly Simpson. Instead, she is Annabel Adams. Her pa means father, owns this bank, and her father is the owner of the bank." More coins filled the boy's pocket as Jimmy extracted information about Annabel Adams. And in order to know more about Annabel Adams and her father, he put some more coins in the boy's pocket, and he asked the question about Annabel Adams. Jimmy went to the Planters Hotel, registered as Ralph D. Spencer. And now Jimmy went to the Planters Hotel. Again he went then he went to Planters Hotel and he registered his name as Ralph D. Spencer. So instead of Jimmy Valentine, he named himself as Ralph D. Spencer and engaged a room and hired a room. He leaned on the desk and declared he had come to Elmore to look for a location to go into business. He leaned on desk and declared and he announced that he had come to Elmore City to look for in search of a location to start a business. How was the shoe business now in the town? How was the shoe business now in the town? He asked, how was the shoe business in the town? What was there an opening? Is there any opening of shoe shop? The clerk was impressed by Jimmy's clothes and manner. The clerk was impressed by Jimmy's clothes and manner. Yes, there ought to be a good opening in the shoe line. So he also told Jimmy that there ought to be a good opening of the shoe shop and shoe line. Hoped Mr. Spencer would decide to locate in Elmore. He would find it a pleasant town. Hoped Mr. Spencer would decide to locate in Elmore. He would find it a pleasant town. And he also told him that Mr. Spencer would decide to locate in the Elmore City and he would find it a pleasant town in that business to live in, and the people very sociable. And he also told him that the people of the city are very sociable and that city will make him happy. So in this way, Jimmy Valentine, who had named himself as Ralph D. Spencer, decided to set up a shop in the city Elmore. Now Mr. Ralph D. Spencer remained in Elmore and prospered. So Mr. Ralph D. Spencer, he remained in Elmore and prospered. He became rich. He opened a shoe shop and secured a good run of trade. He opened a shoe shop and he ran a good trade in that city, in Elmore. Socially, he was a success and made many friends. Surely, he became success and he made many friends. He accomplished the wish of his heart, and in this way he completed the wish of his heart. He met Miss Annabel Adams and became more and more captivated by her charm. He met Miss Annabel Adams and he became more captivated, attracted to her beauty and charm. So we can say that Mr. Ralph D. Spencer was attracted to Miss Annabel Adams and he fell in love with her. At the end of a year, the situation of Mr. Ralph D. Spencer was this: he had won the respect, and after a year his condition, his reputation was spread throughout the city, and he earned a good name and respect in the city of the community, and he also earned a good respect among his community. His his shoe shop was flourishing, and he and Annabel were engaging to be married in 2 weeks. His shoe shop was flourishing, prospering. His shoe shop was running well, and he and Miss Annabel Adams were engaged to be married in 2 weeks. It means after 2 weeks they were going to be a married life, going to start a married life. One day Jimmy sat down in his room. One day Jimmy sat down in his room and wrote this letter. One day he sat down in his room and wrote this letter, which he mailed to the safe address of one of his old friend in St. Louis. One day he sat down in his room and he wrote a letter to his friend to St. Louis, and that man was his old friend. Dear old pal, pal means friend. Dear old pal, pal means friend. Be at Sullivan's place. Come to Sullivan's place. Sullivan is a place name. Sullivan's place in Little Rock. This is also a place, a great place, in Little Rock next Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. He wrote to his friend that please come to Sullivan's place in Little Rock next Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. I want to make you a present of my kit of tools. And he also wrote that night he wanted to give him a present of kit of tools. I have quite the old business, and he had stopped. Quite means stopped the old business a year ago. He had stopped the old business a year ago. It is the only life. It is the only life, the straight one. And now it is the life, and the life is running very straight. Be sure to be at Sully's, and he also, for I must see you. He also tried to make him sure that he would be Sullivan's place, and anyhow he wanted to meet him. I shall bring along the tools with me, and I will bring the tools along with me that night. Your old friend Jimmy. He also wrote, your old friend Jimmy. Soon Ben Price arrived unobtrusively in Elmer. Soon Ben Price arrived unknowingly in Elmer. He lounged about town in his quiet way until he found out what he wanted to know. He lounged about town in his quiet way until he found out what he wanted to know. He you can say that he did not tell anyone his real address, real name, until he got the location and information of the town, what he wanted to know. Going to marry the banker's daughter, and he was going to marry the banker's daughter. Are you Jimmy? Are you Jimmy? said Ben to himself softly. And Ben Price going to marry the banker's daughter. Going to marry the banker's daughter. Are you Jimmy's? Said Ben Price to himself softly. Ben Price then said softly, he asked himself that this man who is going to marry with banker's daughter, he is Jimmy Valentine, no one else. Well, I do not know. And he also thought that he did not know that. So after this I will explain the next paragraph, students. Thank you.